Yeah. You know what's interesting about this, Mark, of course, is that independence, which was the movement that he was involved in, that he was bombing and killing for, independence in Puerto Rico, never has any popular support. And it's interesting that is, of course, what Viverito herself believes in, independence for Puerto Rico. So what she's basically saying is, when it's my cause, violence is okay. I celebrate mine because I agree with the cause. I mean, think of that in the government official. That's why you have the leftists putting on plays where Trump is assassinated, where you have a Kathy Griffin. These are Kathy Griffin Democrats. This is how they think, that if it's not my guy, then there's no limit. That he will simplify the means. So Trump is fair game for anything we can think of, from assassination to impeachment, to mocking his children, to anything we can think of. That's the Melissa Viverito approach. That's the Kathy Griffin approach. And increasingly, it is becoming the approach of the left in this country. I mean, this is why people talk about the Civil War. That's why they talk about the fear of this country coming apart, because the left has no brake. There's no brakes on that car. It only goes forward. It only goes to the next level of derangement. And so now we're talking about violence. So don't go after.
You know, but it's one thing if it's a comedian or an actor or a play, but Melissa Viverito is a very serious public official. For her to bring the Osama bin Laden of Puerto Rico into that parade, I mean, he's the guy that really introduced terrorism into New York City.
Yeah, certainly in the modern era. Yeah, but I don't think it's so different. I mean, I think the Kathy Griffin stuff, you would never see this against the Democratic president. I mean, if this were part of the culture normally, I would say it's okay. I mean, if everyone agrees this is what we do, I think it's a bad idea, but at least they do it for everybody. It's only for Republican presidents. And that's where I think the danger lies, that they have sanctioned this kind of behavior, and they pay very little price for it. You watch, Kathy Griffin will be back very soon, like it never happened. And Mark Viverito, who knows what she's going to do? She's term limited, thank goodness.
Oh, she is?
Oh, yeah. And she's out. She's out this year.
Oh.
It'll last for a while. You won't have a chance to vote against her.
Wait, in this November?
What's that? Yes.
Oh, you've made everybody feel better.
Yes, she's a goner.
Oh, good.
And you know, obviously de Blasio is a clear front runner for mayor, so he would have a big hand in picking her successor if he were to be elected again, because, you know, the council speaker is chosen by the council. But what that really means is it's chosen by the county leaders, the leaders of the 5 borough Democratic delegations in this case.
Yeah.
And of course, de Blasio was a big supporter of Mark Viverito 4 years ago. That's how she got to be speaker. She's never, it's an interesting job because you are not elected outside your own district, really. The public doesn't have a vote on you. It's only through the party leaders who then direct the members of the council from their delegation. So the Queens County leader will help determine who is the next speaker. I mean, that's how it works. It's very much of an inside job. You, as a citizen, for example, who does not live in Mark Viverito's district, you never had a say in whether she became speaker or not.
Yeah. Well, interesting stuff. If you missed Michael Goodwin's column yesterday, go get it. You can go online, the NY Post, NewYorkPost.com, or if you can get yesterday's paper. It's a brilliant column, as always. And you can see Michael Goodwin every Sunday, every Wednesday in the New York Post. Michael Goodwin, thanks for being with us.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Thank you.
Take care. Whenever you check out the webpage, a lot of good stuff up there. We want to see a beautiful duet. Watch this, 2 sleazeballs. It's Hillary and James Comey singing together. You'll really love it. And then we're going to take a look back at Adam West a little later on. But watch this video. The part of Batman. You remember Batman or Robin climbing up the side of a building? And there was always these celebrity cameos. A big star would pop out of the window. All of them come together. It's a great video. And then, if you missed Bill O'Reilly, watch this. He made an appearance this past week, talking about what he's up to. You can take a look at that. That's up on the webpage. And listen to this James Comey montage about he clearly has some gastrointestinal problems. Because this is all these things cut together. He talks about being queasy and uneasy and nauseous. And, well, you'll see. It's all on the webpage. Go to 710WOR.com. And go over to the Mark Simone page, or you could just go to 710WOR.com/Mark. 710WOR.com/Mark.
Hey, WOR listeners, Joe Bartlett here. Hope you're tuning in to our weekend program, Estate Law Expose. If you need help right now with estate law planning, or if you would like to learn more about legal strategies designed to reduce unnecessary taxes, protect your assets, avoid probate, Medicaid, or guardianship, call the law offices of Christine Thea Rubenstein at 1-800-200-1-LAW or go to courtboss.com to schedule a free in-office half-hour estate planning strategy session. 1-800-200-1-LAW. Don't wait until it's too late to plan your estate.
Hey, if you are redecorating and you need paint or so stuff like that, Janovic, the paint and decorating centers, boy, these are great places to go and see all the things you need to redecorate. You get excellent service, the finest products, and good prices. And by the way, they don't charge a fee for custom color tinting. And when you go, mention this ad. You'll save $10 off a gallon on Regal Select Paint by Benjamin Moore. But go to a Janovic. If you want to find one near you, go to Janovic.com. Janovic.com.
Now on WOR, Media Linked, Inside Advertising and Media with Michael Casson.
It's a pleasure to welcome Christine Cook, the head of advertising and partnerships at Flipboard. As the product evolves, how do you see the advertising business mature as it relates to the Flipboard model?
The business model at Flipboard has focused on creating spaces for marketing messages that complement the media instead of compete with it. The best magazines work in partnership with the advertisers and literally place the ads close to relevant content. And so we took some of the essence of that and applied it to a digital and mobile world. The consumer hopefully is more open and interested and doesn't feel like it's something that's popped up or floated on top of the business.
This is Michael Casson with Inside Advertising and Media on WOR.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. How would you like a second source of income without having to work a second job? Maybe it sounds too good to be true. Well, my good friends at Online Trading Academy can show you how other people are doing this every single day. Now, they have a patented core strategy that can help you learn how to follow what the big banks on Wall Street are doing and how profits are being made when the market goes up and even when it goes down. And right now, they're offering a free Wall Street Insider Kit so you can get started right away. Just need to text the word TRADE to 57682, 57682. We get 2 online classes, instructional videos, and a guide that will help you learn to build that second income. Now, it's all free. Text the word TRADE to 57682, 57682, and they'll even throw in 2 free tickets to an upcoming workshop so you can ask questions and learn more. The market is making all kinds of moves. Are you ready to move with it? Text the word TRADE to 57682. That's TRADE to 57682.
Message and data rates may apply. Well, if you really want to get a good night's sleep, there is nothing like a My Pillow. 25 million Americans use it. I've been using this for a couple of years. It really makes a difference. You can't go back to a regular pillow. And now's a great time because My Pillow's still doing the 4-pack special. Half price, 50% off. You get 2 premium My Pillows and then 2 of the smaller Go Anywhere Travel My Pillows. Half price, 50% off. Just use the promo code WOR. That gets you the big discount. And of course, you get the 60-night money-back guarantee, the 10-year warranty. You go to mypillow.com. mypillow.com. You can get just the pillow you want. You pick the firmness, just the way you like it. mypillow.com. Or if you want to call, it's 800-651-0993. 800-651-0993. Or just go to mypillow.com. mypillow.com. And get the 4-pack half price. Use the promo code WOR.
If your basement or crawl space smells, if you hate running a dehumidifier, then you need to hear this. There's a better way to transform those damp, musty areas into a dry, healthy environment. It's with the Wave Moisture Control Unit, which dries out the entire basement and crawl space without any buckets of water and will save you hundreds of dollars in electricity. The Wave unit reduces moisture, which nourishes nourishes mold, odors, and dust mites. It expels radon, combustion gases, and chemicals that cause health issues, trigger asthmatic symptoms, and worse. You'll be amazed at how easy it is to have a fresher, drier, healthier home all year round. Take advantage of our huge pre-season sale going on now. All Wave units come with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Wave Home Solutions for advanced air and water technologies. Call now, 888-798-WAVE, 888-798-WAVE, or visit mydryhouse.com, mydryhouse.com.
All right, so I have insomnia, but I've never slept better. And what's changed? Just a pillow. It's had such a positive impact on my life. And of course, I'm talking about My Pillow. I fall asleep faster, I stay asleep longer, and now you can too. Just go to mypillow.com or call 800-919-6090. Use the promo code Hannity, and Mike Lindell, the inventor of My Pillow, has the special 4-pack. Now you get 40% off 2 My Pillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Now My Pillow is made here in the USA, has a 60-day unconditional money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. Go to mypillow.com right now or call 800-919-6090, promo code Hannity, to get Mike Lindell's special 4-pack offer. You get 2 My Pillow premium pillows and 2 Go Anywhere pillows for 40% off, and that means once those pillows arrive, you start getting the kind of peaceful and restful and comfortable and deep healing and recuperative sleep that you've been craving and you certainly deserve. MyPillow.com, promo code Hannity. You will love this pillow.
Get your AC at AC Richard & Son.
WOR and WAXQ HD2 New York.
Hey, well, thanks for calling. 800-321-0710 is the number. So, Scott Pelley out as the CBS Evening News anchor. You know, I told you the story a while ago, and it's back in the paper with more detail. Scott Pelley is the anchor in the CBS Evening News. Then they get a new news director who hates Scott Pelley, can't stand Scott Pelley. And they had kind of a rough relationship under they weren't firing him, but they weren't giving him a raise either. So Scott Pelley wants a big raise. So he goes and hires Ari Emanuel, brother of Rahm Emanuel, Dr. Emanuel, the Obamacare guy. Ari Emanuel is the head of William Morris. He's the most powerful agent. You ever watch Entourage, Ari Gold? It's based on Ari Emanuel. And the real guy in real life really is like that. He yells and screams and throws you out of his office, and he's a big bully. So he calls in the CBS News president to negotiate for Scott Pelley. And he starts yelling and screaming and throws the CBS News president out of his office. But I think he miscalculated this whole thing. It's not like he's the hottest anchor in television, and they could go across the street in 1 second and get him any job. Nobody wants to hire Scott Pelley. He's a nice guy, but he's a very, very boring guy. He's in 3rd place. Well, what do you think? It just goes to show you, even the smartest agent can misread the whole situation and screw you up. So after that, this CBS News president had no use for Scott Pelley. So he's gone. They didn't even have a replacement. He's just gone. But the 60 Minutes producer loves him, so he'll go back to 60 Minutes. But they didn't even have anybody. He's one of them out of the building. He's a very pompous guy. I mean, he's a nice guy, Scott Pelley.
He's still doing the news.
Yeah, well, they'll let him do it. A little hollow. He's a nice guy, just a little pompous and little Ted Baxter-ish in real life. Hey, when we come back, we've got a lot to get to. We'll take a look back at our old buddy Adam West, Batman. We'll get to Donald Trump. We'll get to Governor Cuomo. We'll get to Megyn Kelly and a whole lot more. Don't forget Rush at noon. Sean Hannity at 3. We got the Mets tonight. It's all here on 710 WOR.
Home of Len Berman and Todd Schmidt in the morning. And the New York Mets. 710 WOR, the voice of New York.
An iHeart radio station.
It is 90 degrees at 11 o'clock. Good morning. I'm Joe Bartlett. Yes, brutally hot here in the New York City area. Temperatures will be in the 90s today, possibly breaking a record.
Dora says it's not easy to learn in this heat when your classroom doesn't have air conditioning.
Kind of hot. It keeps you in.
Crossing guard Anita is fanning off Dara with her stop sign.
So keeping her cool and keeping the gnats away from us at the same time.
And she's sweating pretty good.
Challenging to stand outside in the heat because sometimes there's no shade. But if you have some water and you stay still, sometimes you can get a little relief.
In Parsippany, I'm Scott Pringle for 710 WOR.
MTA holding a public hearing at this hour. It's expected to announce its plans for the summer of hell. Amtrak repairs at Penn Station expected to create a commuting nightmare. Governor Cuomo now ordering the MTA to finish all bridge and tunnel work to ease the problems on the road during work on the rails. Comedian Bill Cosby will not testify in his own defense. Correspondent Lindsay Davis is at the courthouse in Pennsylvania, where the defense is beginning to lay out its case.
One local defense attorney said of Cosby's lawyer, Brian McMonagle, he's the best closer I've ever seen. Quote, this is Sinatra at Madison Square Garden in 74. And Camille Cosby also escorting her husband 53 years into court today. This is the first time that we have seen her at this trial.
The Attorney General of Maryland in Washington, D.C., filing a suit today against President Trump. Legal expert Royal Oak says it centers on the president's choice to retain ownership of his companies while he's in office.
The suit says Trump is violating a rule against taking gifts from foreign governments. One provocative aspect of the dispute is, if the judge lets the case proceed, the president might be forced to finally hand over his tax returns that many have been demanding to see.
Meanwhile, the first daughter, Ivanka Trump, admits she's been caught off guard by the viciousness in Washington.
Ivanka Trump telling Fox News that while she didn't expect the transition to Washington and the White House to be easy, she was, quote, blindsided by some of the ferocity.
It is hard, and there is a level of viciousness that I was not expecting.
As for the reports of infighting in the West Wing, the first daughter and senior advisor says she and her husband Jared are focused on their work, and she tries to keep her head down and, quote, not listen to the noise. Aaron Travers, ABC News, the White House.
18 Penn State students in court today charged in connection with the death of a fraternity pledge, Timothy Piazza from New Jersey. Piazza fell down a flight of stairs during a night of drinking. It took frat members nearly 12 hours to call for help. 8 of the 18 defendants are now facing charges of involuntary manslaughter and assault. A small plane made an emergency landing at a Long Island golf course this morning. The pilot of the Cessna 172M put the plane down on the Belport Country Club after reporting engine failure. The pilot refused any medical treatment. He obviously wasn't hurt. And today marks 1 year since the attack at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando.
This former nightclub still stands as a scar on this city. The big sign with Pulse written in white letters and a giant black key in a white oval is passed by commuters on their way into downtown every morning. The view of the building, though, is obscured by a rainbow-colored wall where pictures of the dead and notes of remembrance are written. There are also now candles illuminated in memory of the 49 people killed.
Correspondent Al Katursky in Florida. In just a moment, we'll check the Wall Street numbers. They are lower in the early trading. It's 11:04. We've got weather coming up as well.
Feelings are so important to our lives. The feelings of our family.
Mom, I love you and Dad so much.
Our co-workers.
John, you are doing a great job for us. You have a bright future here.
Those feelings can be destroyed in an instant when your family, friends, and co-workers learn you are a criminal. Caught committing insurance fraud. Each year, insurance fraud costs every New Yorker millions of dollars in higher insurance premiums and higher prices for goods and services. Auto-related fraud is one of the worst. Staged auto accidents, inflated injury and damage claims, false registration, faulty airbag or windshield replacement, towing scams, and an owner falsely claiming their car was stolen or destroyed are costly examples of auto insurance fraud. Fraud is the crime you pay for. Download our special report, Don't Be a Victim, by visiting fraudny.com or by calling 844-FRAUD-NY.
And our News at 11 is brought to you by Dr. Lederman's Radio Surgery in New York. Call 216 Choices for more information.
Well, the mercury will continue to climb. It gets hot. Record highs possible this afternoon and again tomorrow. Sunshine's in the forecast, 95. A clear sky tonight, low 75. Scattered showers and thunderstorms back in the forecast late tomorrow, 95. Partly cloudy cooler Wednesday, highs near 80. Sunshine this hour, 90 at WOR.
This report brought to you by LifeLock.
Is your personal info for sale on the dark web? Monitoring your credit can't show you, but LifeLock sees a wide range of threats to your identity. If something happens, U.S.-based specialists can work to fix it. Go to LifeLock.com. Use promo code RISK to save 10%. Now checking Wall Street stocks lower in the early trading. The Dow is down 31 points. NASDAQ down 43, and the S&P is down 5. Sports news, the Mets have won 3 in a row as they beat Atlanta 2-1 last night. They're back home at Citi Field to host the Cubs. Jacob deGrom will get the start tonight for the Mets. Coverage on WOR begins at 6:05. Yankees get 4 home runs, 2 from Aaron Judge, as they beat Baltimore 14-3. It's 11:06, that's our news. Our next update at 11:30, breaking news at once. Wake up with Len Bergen and Todd Schneck in the morning, 6 to 10 tomorrow. I'm Joe Bartlett on 710 WOR and NBC News radio station.
Mr. New York, Mark Simone on WOR.
Well, we got a big hour coming up. We'll look back at our old buddy, Adam West, Batman. We'll get to Donald Trump and James Comey and Governor Cuomo and all of that. And Ivanka Trump on Fox and Friends this morning said she didn't expect this kind of viciousness. I can understand why you expected some viciousness, but you expected the normal amount. You know, like when Obama was president. First, Republicans would go after him. But it was once, every day there'd be some article about it, or once a week. Not even that. Once a week you'd hear about this birtherism stuff. You didn't see the entire front page of the Washington Post, New York Times, 14 hit pieces on Obama every day. You never saw anything like that. And you never saw the networks go insane. I mean, just take off the gloves, go totally partisan. I mean, you ever watch that Sunday morning show with George Stephanopoulos? He's just not watchable anymore.
Some people like it.
Oh, yeah, no, but the problem is, you play into the cheap seats, and you don't know how long it can last. It's like Colbert and these shows that have gone super Trump hatred partisan to appeal to that audience. Rachel Maddow is getting a bump right now. They actually came, remember since Fox got back to number 1? Fox did go back to number 1 for 2 weeks. I didn't realize it was because Rachel Maddow got sick and was off the air.
What's that say?
Well, now she's back. She's single-handedly her.
So it's popular to be opposed to her.
Yeah, the only question is, well, not opposed. I mean, it's fine to be opposed. But to go super Trump hatred now with absolute venom, it could get you an audience right now, but you got to think long-term. Sometimes that's not going to last, and then you got to be prepared for what's next. But if it doesn't last, people get bored with it.
Well, you need some victories and some good news here to kind of turn things around.
Yeah, that's the other thing. None of this matters. Nothing that's going on matters. All that matters is, does he get anything done? Does he get that tax plan through? Does he rebuild the military? Does he get that infrastructure stuff moving? Does he get that wall built? That's all that matters. So by the end of the year, that stuff starts happening. He's fine. If it doesn't start happening, he's not fine. There is another phenomenon, though, that's starting to be measured now. There's his big supporters. They always love him. But there's this whole middle now that is starting to get some respect for him. They're finding this phenomenon. But a lot of people are starting to think of him like Rocky. They're quite amazed at his ability to take these punches and keep going. Well, it is something to look at. You ever read, or you go to a movie, it's an inspiring story about a guy that got knocked down a little, and made a comeback, or, got some tough hits, but he kept going.
Yeah.
We have never seen a guy get these many hits. Nobody has ever been under this kind of fire. I mean, every day they're taking kill shots right at his head.
He hits himself sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he hits himself, but nuclear bombs are going off all around him. He's like Rocky Rambo. He just keeps moving forward. So there is a little phenomenon going on there. Some people are really starting to admire just the toughness of the guy, that he just never stops.
Well, you got to give him that. His Friday comments on the Comey stuff was great. I mean, it's vintage Trump.
But you got to admit, you ever run into a friend of yours and is so upset because they had a problem with their car, and the guy was supposed to show up to fix the cable, and he didn't come, and they're broken down in front of you, come pouring all this stuff. They're like, Trump, nothing phases this guy. Nothing.
I guess not.
The worst problem on earth, he just keeps going. He never stops. But, listen, he's the toughest guy on earth. But it's different for the kids. They're younger, and they don't have the seasoning. They haven't been through this kind of crap. So there's somebody like Ivanka, it's tough.
It is hard, and there is a level of viciousness that I was not expecting. I was not expecting the intensity of this experience. But this isn't supposed to be easy. My father and this administration intends to be transformative, and we want to do big, bold things, and we're looking to change the status quo. So I didn't expect it to be easy.
Yeah, that's really what, he's there to do stuff. He said once in a speech the other night, he said, I didn't expect it to be this bad. He said, but I'll take these hits for you, because we got a lot to get done.
Okay.
I mean, you got to admire that a little.
Yeah.
So, hey, when it comes to the trains, the subways, we've had massive subway delays, terrible problems in the subway for the last couple of years. Delays. And now you've had a couple trains get stuck. You know, that hasn't happened in years. And they're saying, psychologists are saying, this is causing tremendous trauma in people, post-stress trauma, all that kind of stuff. And people have been, it gets to be 100 degrees or whatever in those subways when they're a bit stuck, God forbid. And it's causing all kinds of psychological problems. And if you're taking the railroad, the Long Island Railroad, the New Jersey train, you're in a nightmare. And it's not like it's for a week. It's not like it's the week after Hurricane Sandy. This is going on all year. This is a real problem. These trains, these subways, and this is all Governor Cuomo. Don't let anybody kid you. Don't let him lie to you. He's been lying about this. It's personally him, and only him. And when people bring that up, he lies, and he said, well, I only have 6 seats on the board of the MTA, and it's 14 seats. I don't even control the board. He's been lying about everything. The board has nothing to do with running the subway. Nothing. The commissioner runs the subway. That's his guy who he put in. The board comes to a meeting every couple of months and they vote on a few things. They have nothing to do with the running of the subways. It's all the commissioner. We used to have real commissioners. Remember Peter Calico? He's a bright, brilliant CEO. He did a good job. But the last couple that Cuomo put in were just political hacks who weren't running anything. And that's why it all fell apart, and that's why it's not getting fixed. And Cuomo's been offering fake solutions. You know, when this all comes up, he said, well, for new subway cars, this is a total fake fix. Nobody needs any new subway cars. The problem is you don't get down this city, there's not enough cars. There's plenty of cars, but they're not moving. The reason they're not moving is the money needs to be spent on important things. You need more. I've gone to MTA experts on this. You need to buy a lot more fans for the switching stations to keep them operating. You need to buy pumps to clean out pump out the water when the stations are flooded. They won't spend the money on this. They'll buy the cars. Those guys got better lobbyists, the ones that sell the cars. But also, it looks good. They can have a ceremony where they show you the new car. The problem is you can't have a ceremony to show you new pumps. That's right. It doesn't work. So Cuomo is single-handedly responsible for all train delays. Don't let him con you. Oh, I only have 6 seats on the board. The board has nothing to do with this. It's all the commissioner. And there's an opening right now. You had the worst commissioner in the world in there for the last couple of years. And you gotta hope he doesn't put in another hack, another political hack. Get a real CEO, a real business guy who can figure this out and straighten this out. It's not the unions, they're not the problem either. A lot of MTA commissioners tell me these unions are easy to deal with.
Yeah, they got a good deal.
They don't really have a good deal. He said if it's, for instance, we'll give you a 1% raise and increase the pension a little. But then the union said, so instead, okay, we'll give you a 2% raise, forget the pension, let's give you a 2% raise. The union boss will take it. It sounds like more money, it's actually a lot less. If you got the pension increase, the pension rate, unions aren't always the best job.
I think the MTA workers are well paid.
Yeah.
And they have a very decent pension.
And don't blame them. This is all Cuomo causing your train problems. And you need to always be aware of that, because he's the only one that can fix this. And he better fix this. Stop talking about new cars. Fix the pumps. Get more fans in those switching stations. There's a million little things like that he's got to do. I'll tell you one thing that will really help you. Get this app. It's called TD, Transit Delay. So before you even go down to the subway station, it'll tell you if there's any problems down there. TD. Now, there's another one somebody showed me. I've been using this one too. It's called Transit. It will show you exactly where every train is. Like, before you go down there, you can see.
So you'll know when the E is coming or something like that?
Yeah, you can look right in this. It'll show you E train 3 minutes away, A train 3 minutes away. That one's called Transit. The other one's TD. It's not going to help the trains move any better, but at least you won't be stuck down there. You'll know before you go down there. Hey, speaking of tech, did you see that 60 Minutes piece last night?
No, it was a rerun, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was a little frightening. I didn't realize Google and Apple and every company in tech, they're designing these apps, Facebook, and everything you do to deliberately make it more addictive. They've studied with brain experts, psychology experts to know how to cause addiction, and they're using it. For instance, simple little things like on Instagram. You put up your picture, you get some likes. They study you, and they can figure out your patterns. And sometimes they'll hold back the likes and give them to you in a burst. that they know how to please you, how to addict you. And they've studied slot machines in Las Vegas and video games to see what causes addiction in a game, what makes you want to play it longer. And they're using these techniques. You ever notice? You put something up, you get a like, and later you get another like. Then you can make another time. Ooh, there's like 12 likes. They're doing that deliberately.
So they want to keep coming back, right?
They figured out patterns to addict you. They're deliberately trying to addict you. There was one guy that wrote an enormous report on this, gave it to the Google people. It gave it to everybody, but the Google heads were really impressed. They brought him in and hired him. But they didn't do any of it directly.
But if you post a picture, do you go back and just see how many likes you can get out of it?
Well, yeah. Well, that's what people do. You want to see what works, what doesn't work. Okay. So be careful. Oh, another thing. This is very important. You have one of those Amazon, what do you call it? Is it Echo? I don't have one.
No, it is the Echo, yes.
What's it on? The Alpha?
Alexa.
Alexa.
It's Alexa.
You put these things in your house and you just yell, Alexa, turn on the air conditioner. Alexa, call this number. Alexa, what's the weather? And you talk to that thing. It's got a microphone that's always on. Every security, cyber security guy is arguing, be very careful of those. That's going to be the next big crime wave. Hackers are going to figure out how to get into those, and they're going to get a lot of data out of you. Because the microphone is always on. Remember I told you that the microphone is always hearing you? Yeah. Hackers are going to get into that and listen. They're going to get all kinds of information out of you. Where you're going, credit card information, when you're leaving, when you're going away. They think a lot of crime is going to come from those things as hackers figure out how to crack into them. Right? So with me, I wouldn't have one of those.
Alexa, go to sleep.
I mean, maybe if you unplug it and disconnect it when you're not there, but I don't know. I would not have one of those. That's the next big cybersecurity threat coming. Hey, when we come back, we'll get to our old buddy Adam West. He was Batman. He was in amazing shape. He was 88 when he died this weekend, but he was always in great shape, very active, and he was one of the funniest guys. We'll play his final interview, but just listen, you'll be shocked at how funny this guy is. He was still popular. He was on one of the best King of Queens episodes, and he was on The Big Bang Theory not long ago, just last year. But we'll get to that coming up next. But first, take a look at the website. Some great stuff up there. Hey, if you missed Bill O'Reilly, watch this. He did a TV appearance this week. You can see what he's up to and catch up with him. And if you love Batman, my favorite part of the show, when they would climb up the side of a building, and the window would open, and a famous celebrity would pop out. All these cameos. Watch this video. Here's every one of them cut together. And watch these. Here's two sleazeballs, Hillary and James Comey. Watch them sing a duet together. It's quite well done. And, there's one more video that proves it's a montage of Comey moments. But you'll see, he clearly has some gastrointestinal problem. Just watch this all cut together. He keeps talking about being queasy. He was nauseous. He was uneasy. He was queasy. Take a look at it. It's all up on the webpage. Go to 710WOR.com. Then go over to the Mark Simone page. Or you can just go to 710WOR.com/Mark. 710WOR.com/Mark.
As a home health aide, I want to join a service that cares as much about the patients as I do.
Zanus Home Care is seeking exceptional home health aides and personal care aides to serve patients in New York and Long Island. This is an amazing opportunity to start a well-paying career with benefits, a flexible schedule, and a great working environment. No certification needed. Free training available. To apply, use your cell phone to call pound 250 and say the keyword home care. That's pound 250, keyword home care.
Hey, if you have bags or puffiness under your eyes that's driving you nuts, Genucel is a cream you should use. Genucel's from Chamonix. They make some wonderful skincare products. Now, Genucel's worked for millions of men and women. It's got state-of-the-art stuff in it, plant stem cell technology. It's this luxurious cream. You just rub a little under your eyes, and it gets rid of the bags and the puffiness. Even helps with the fine lines and wrinkles, and you get results right away. Instant effects. You'll see a difference in 12 hours. They guarantee it, or your money back. And right now, you can save. They've got the Genucel Summer Clearance event. If you order Genucel right now, you'll get a free month supply with your order. And also free shipping. Just call 800-525-4971. Do it right now. Get a free month supply. 800-525-4971. 800-525-4971.
Hi, I'm Brian from 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I was told you could make us feel better. That's why we're here.
Everything just seems so,
Everything is about to get better, ma'am. You have a diagnosis, Brian? I have really good news. You're about to feel great. I sure hope so. You're suffering from too much junkitis.
how did we get it?
It's a common affliction, ma'am. Is there a cure? Point at something you haven't used in the past 12 months. Wow, it's gone. Try it, honey. You'll feel light as a feather.
Something I haven't used?
All you have to do is point.
I feel like I'm flying.
It's a crazy kind of freedom.
I can breathe again.
That's the sound of optimism and energy and possibilities. We work until midnight, 7 days a week, so you never have to take off work to meet us. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Well, if you really want to get a good night's sleep, there is nothing like a My Pillow. 25 million Americans use it. I've been using this for a couple of years. It really makes a difference. You can't go back to a regular pillow. And now's a great time because My Pillow's still doing the 4-pack special. Half price, 50% off. You get 2 premium My Pillows and then 2 of the smaller Go Anywhere and Travel My Pillows. Half price, 50% off. Just use the promo code WOR. That gets you the big discount. And of course, you get the 60-night money-back guarantee, the 10-year warranty. You go to mypillow.com. Mypillow.com. You can get just the pillow you want. You pick the firmness, get it just the way you like it. Mypillow.com. Or if you want to call, it's 800-651-0993. 800-651-0993, or just go to mypillow.com, mypillow.com, and you get the 4-pack half price. Use the promo code WOR.
Hey, WOR listeners, Joe Bartlett here. Hope you're tuning in to our weekend program, Estate Law Expose. If you need help right now with estate law planning, or if you would like to learn more about legal strategies designed to reduce unnecessary taxes, protect your assets, avoid probate, Medicaid, or guardianship, call the law offices of Christine Thea Rubenstein at 1-800-200-1-LAW or go to courtboss.com to schedule a free in-office half-hour estate planning strategy session. 1-800-200-1-LAW. Don't wait until it's too late to plan your estate.
New Yorkers living in rent-regulated apartments may be able to freeze their rent if your rent stabilized. Lease renewal begins by September 30th, 2017. Great news. The Rent Guidelines Board voted a 0% increase for 1-year lease renewals, 2% increase for 2-year renewals. And if you're 62 years and older or with a disability and earn $50,000 or less, you may be eligible for NYC Rent Freeze program and even longer freeze. Call 311 to find out. 711 for relay service, or visit nyc.gov/freeze your rent.
James from Metallica here. This is Lawrence. It's iHeartRadio.
Hi, this is Angus Young from ACDC on iHeartRadio.
Open up the free iHeartRadio app right now and type in your favorite artist name to make a custom station based on all their biggest hits.
Hey, this is Billy Gibbons of CB Town. It's me, Jimmy of the Ronnie Stones.
All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
Download our free iHeartRadio app or listen online at iHeartRadio.com. The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
All right.
On the voice of New York.
7-WOR.
Whoa. Hey, big shock in the Bill Cosby trial. The defense rested their case after just 6 minutes. So the prosecution brought 12 witnesses. They had quite a case. The defense first notified everybody that Cosby would not take the stand, and then after just 6 minutes, they rested their case. That happens sometimes in trials where you just don't present a defense. And some people think it's a good technique. I know that there have been cases where you just get they say, we present no defense, we rest. It never works. It never works. supposed to psychologically convince the jury that you didn't do anything wrong. It never works, so expect a conviction pretty soon. We'll see what happens. Hey, I love Batman, and Adam West was a great guy. He died this weekend. He was 88 years old, always in terrific shape. You know, if you saw him on The Big Bang Theory last year or The King of Queens a couple years ago, he still looked like Adam West. He was in great shape, and he was a very funny guy. He had a great sense of humor. He was one of my favorite guests. He was a regular on the show for years and years and years. Well, let's go back and just take a listen to one of his last appearances on this show. Here's Batman, Adam West. So we're talking about Adam West. Who? Yeah. Hey, now when it comes to Batman, I bet that I don't care how many years it is later, people must walk up to you and they make the same joke and they actually wait for you to burst out laughing as if you've never heard it before.
Yeah, you know what? It's wonderful though. People are so generous with themselves, with me, and they do say funny things, and sometimes crazy things, and sometimes very neurotic things, sometimes just downright insane things. But it's okay. It's all part of it. Hey, well, look, I'm happy they still talk to me.
Oh, they still do. What was it about the 60s? If you were a star in the 60s, you mean more to people. You know, there were big shows in the 80s, but you don't become as iconic, as legendary as if you started something in the 60s. There was something magical in that decade.
Well, yes, for only a few of us. Well, you know, you've got a very strong point there. We weren't as inundated with windows, with, you know, cable channels and all kinds of shows.
Oh, maybe that's what it was, yeah.
I think that's part of it. And we did something that was fresh and innovative.
Are you rolling dice there?
Well, can you hear that? Back up, guys.
Oh, what is it?
Give me the money. Give me the money. Okay, I'm sorry. Stop this. It's the only movable card game in Idaho.
Boy, we're talking with the very funny Adam West. Hey, you know what? Nowadays, you see, like, American Idol, they run it 2 nights. You know, this new show, America's Got Talent, big hit, they're running it 2 nights. First show I remember to do that ever was Batman. It was a big hit, and then they started running the second night, right?
Yeah, you're correct. We started 2 nights a week, and for the first 2 seasons, we were, I think, the first and only show on for 2 nights a week in color. And then we were reduced to 1 show a week.
Yeah, but I mean, that was so hot. Nobody ever said to Perry Mason, hey, you can have 2 nights.
No, Perry may have turned it down. He was a lazy son of a gun. He just sat around and read his lines. I did the show, I know.
Yeah. But what a show was. It was the hottest thing in the world in 1966. You know, and everybody copied everything. Fashion, music, records. It was, I mean, every kid had Batman toys and costumes.
Yes, I have my favorite Batman toy here right now in my lap.
What is that?
That just popped out of my utility belt. I don't know.
Adam West, I'm sure.
I don't.
So, hey, my favorite part of the show, though, every time it was the great villains, my favorite part was you and Robbie climbing up the side of a building and a big star would pop out of the window.
Wasn't that fun?
And what great names popped out of those windows.
We never knew. We never knew. I told him, please don't tell me. I want the surprise. Well, you know, if it's Jerry Lewis, surprise me. But you're right. I think that was the first, and it was neat. It was fun.
Yeah, and the lap game kind of stole that the next year after that, where people would pop out of a window or open a door.
Our late executive producer, Bill Dozier, was responsible for that. He deserves a lot of credit for much of that.
Well, as you can hear, he was a very funny guy, Adam West, and he died at the age of 88 over the weekend. But we'll miss him. He was one of our favorite guests. Let's take some calls. 800-321-0710 is the number. Let's go to Dave in Chicago. Hey, Dave.
Yes, good morning, Mark. I see that Wonder Woman, the film, made $264 million in ticket sales. And this tells me that movie theaters are still valuable enemies.
Well, yeah, I think everybody just wants to, there's a lot of these big bang theory people that want to see that movie, so it did well. You got a blockbuster movie, it's going to do well, but theaters are still kind of dying. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
One thing I wanted to raise, because you were talking about watching Columbo at the beginning of this show, a lot of television shows that have been related to movies have essentially failed.
Yeah, usually it doesn't work. You can always find exceptions, like how many movies have become big hit TV series? MASH was one. Can't think of any others, but it doesn't always work either way. But a TV show, any TV series ever become really great? It never happens.
Yeah, it is quite rare.
Yeah. All right, Dave, thanks for calling. You know what, it worked as a movie, but it didn't. Entourage. Wouldn't you think that would have been a great movie? Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. It didn't work. Kind of bomb. Wouldn't you think Sex and the City would have kept going? And they did 3 movies, but they weren't huge hits. Let's go to Lisa in Staten Island. Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Mark.
Yes, Lisa.
I'm curious. You said Alan Dershowitz actually said that Trump can't get obstruction of justice because that's his job.
Yeah, the president can shut down any investigation anytime he wants.
So how come Michael Goodman is saying that he can get court for obstruction of justice?
Well, I think he was talking about other things. Well, I think he was talking about Robert Mueller. Is it Mueller or Mueller? Mueller, I think. Robert Mueller looking at it, and I don't know. You could legally, the president can order an investigation to stop. It's become a tradition in recent years that you don't interfere, but that's just a tradition, it's not a law. You play the Nixon thing again? Yeah, he did the next word. Like, listen to this. This is Richard Nixon. He wants an investigation shut down. He orders it shut down. It's into ITMT, that at the time was the biggest corporation in America and his biggest donor. But this was perfectly legal. A president can do this. Here's Nixon calling the Attorney General.
Mr. President, I did know how you. Good, how you do? Fine. I'm going to talk to John tomorrow about my general attitude on that trouble. In the meantime, I know that you've left the duty. The ITMT thing to go to that. You certainly have something to do with the boss. I have nothing to do with it. I want something clearly understood. And if it is not understood, the plan has to be out within 1 hour. The ITMT thing stays the hell out of it. Is that clear? That's an order. You mean the order is to leave the goddamn thing alone. Now, I said this, Dick, a number of times, and you fellows apparently don't get the message of the order. I do not want McLaren to run around prosecuting people, raising hell about conglomerates, stirring things up at this point. Now, you keeping the hell out of that. Is that clear? Well, Mr. President, or even resigned. I will have him out anyway. I don't like the son of a bitch. The question is, I know that the jurisdiction, I know all the legal things, but even if you'll have to lose the appeal file. That's right. The brief has to be filed tomorrow. That's right. Don't file a brief. Your order is not to file a brief. My order is to drop the goddamn thing. Is that clear? I understand. Okay.
That's how you shut down an investigation. That's legal. You can do that. The president can do that. That's how you shut something down. So, what Trump did, let's be honest, what did he really do? He was asking for compassion for a war hero. He said, I hope you can see your way clear to let this go. Whatever you think of Michael Flynn, a war hero, a general, I hope you can see your way. He's just asking for compassion. But he could do what Nixon just did. And it's not illegal. It's perfectly within his job description. And when we come back, Monica Crowley will be with us, an expert on a lot of stuff. She actually worked for Richard Nixon in his later years. But we'll talk to her about Trump, about foreign policy, about Comey, about all that stuff. Coming up next on 710 WOR. Let's get to the latest news. Here's Joe Bartlett.
Mark, the defense has rested in the sexual assault trial of comedian Bill Cosby. They called just one witness after Cosby announced he would not take the stand in his own defense. They could get the case as soon as today. FDA holding a public hearing this morning to announce service changes during what's called the Summer of Hell. Amtrak scheduled to perform emergency track repairs at Penn Station, resulting in problems for railroad riders. Governor Cuomo is ordering the MTA to finish bridge and tunnel repairs to ease congestion on the roads during those repairs on the rails. And Attorney General Jeff Sessions says he wants tomorrow's hearing before the Senate to be public. The Justice Department says Sessions feels it's important that the American people hear the truth directly from him. It says the Attorney General looks forward to answering the committee's questions. Next update at noon. Breaking news at 1 to wake up with Glenn Berman and Todd Schneck in the morning. 6 to 10 tomorrow. I'm Joe Bartlett on 710 WOR and NBC News radio station.
So break the back of the heat wave tomorrow afternoon. The showers and thunderstorms will be on the increase. Cooler temperatures on the way for the middle and latter half of the week. Record highs possible this afternoon. Air quality unhealthy for sensitive groups. Sunshine 95 this afternoon. Clear tonight, low 75. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, 94. Sunshine this hour, 90 at WOR.
If your basement or crawl space smells, if you hate running a dehumidifier, then you need to hear this. There's a better way to transform those damp, musty areas into a dry, healthy environment. It's with the Wave Moisture Control Unit, which dries out the entire basement and crawl space without any buckets of water, and will save you hundreds of dollars in electricity. The Wave Unit reduces moisture, which nourishes mold, odors, and dust mites. It expels radon, combustion gases, and chemicals that cause health issues, trigger asthmatic symptoms, and worse. You'll be amazed at how easy it is to have a fresher, drier, healthier home all year round. Take advantage of our huge pre-season sale going on now. All Wave units come with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Wave Home Solutions for advanced air and water technologies. Call now, 888-798-WAVE, 888-798-WAVE, or visit mydryhouse.com. mydryhouse.com. Wave Home Solutions for a healthy, comfortable home.
Now, if you need somebody to take care of somebody at home, a home health care aide or a nurse, take care of a relative or a parent, it's really tough to find somebody good to trust in your home. Well, there's a very fine agency, David York Home Health Care Agency. Now, this is a boutique agency, family-owned, and they've been doing this for many years. They hire the very best people. They're very selective about who they hire. So if you need somebody good, give them a call. And it's a good company to work with. They'll treat you like family. You're always going to talk to the supervising person in charge. You can always talk to the owner. Give them a call. They'll find somebody really good. The David York Home Health Care Agency. The number is 800-885-0808. 800-885-0808. If cancer treatment didn't work, call Dr. Lederman. We hit the cancer, brain, body, prostate. Call 212 Choices. 212 Choices. Most insurances, Medicare, Medicaid accepted. Dr. Lederman, 212 Choices, 38th and Broadway.
In a city that's always charged, comes an event that you've never seen. Imagine ripping through the boroughs at 150 miles per hour. No gas, no emissions, and no reason to miss the crowds and excitement of the race of the future. This is Formula E, electric, high-tech, high-speed racing with the world's greatest drivers who will blow the manhole covers off the streets of Red Hook, Brooklyn. Formula E racing will be here for only one weekend, July 15th and 16th. This is when the Big Apple sets the pace for the 21st century of racing. For tickets and info, visit FIA011606.com/NYC.
Listen to the Taxi Dave Show every Sunday at 8 p.m. to hear about transportation information that affect you. Taxi Dave will discuss buses, trains, planes, gas prices, recalls, ticket quotas, bike lanes, vehicle recalls, infrastructure, and taxis. You'll hear information not heard anywhere in New York City. Down-to-earth perspective. So allow Taxi Dave to help you see the light at the end of the tunnel and the bridges where tolls are too high. The Taxi Dave Show, Sundays at 8 p.m. here on 710 WOR.
If the relationship that you have with your bank is the third teller from the left, then maybe it's time to rethink your relationship. At Melrose Credit Union, they believe you should get much more from a banking relationship. That's why Melrose Credit Union provides members with a business services specialist, a dedicated individual who takes the time to get to know you and who is responsible for handling every single interaction you have with the credit union. So you can continue to wait for teller number 3 or head over to Melrose Credit Union. They look forward to getting to know you.
Want a really memorable Father's Day gift? The best gift you can give them is a Hornblower Father's Day Beer Brunch Cruise. Perfect for the whole family. Book now at hornblowerny.com or call 646-846-8676. See New York, be New York, hornblowerny.com.
Hey, it's Glenn. There's something your friends and family aren't telling you. It's not your blind. They're ugly. I get it. You don't even notice them anymore because they've been there forever. But they're crooked. They don't work. And trust me, they're embarrassing. It's time for brand new custom blinds from Blinds.com. They make buying blinds, shades, and drapes fun, affordable, and easy. You get a free online design consultation. Just send them pictures of your house, and they send back custom recommendations from a professional. They'll even send you free samples, and every order gets free shipping. And their prices, they're unbeatable. Plus,
If you accidentally mismeasure or pick the wrong color, they'll repaint your blinds for free. They make it all so easy. Now through June 21st, get 20% off site-wide at Blinds.com when you use the promo code LEN. Whether it's one room or your whole home, just go to Blinds.com and use promo code LEN, L-E-N, for 20% off your entire order. Blinds.com, promo code LEN. Rules and restrictions apply.
Check out the Tom Brokaw Reports podcast on iHeartRadio. Download the app or visit iHeartRadio.com/Brokaw.
This is Mark Simone.
Mr. New York, 710 WOR. Well, we always try to bring you the smartest people around. Here's a good example. Monica Crowley, of course, she's here on Fox News Channel, and you read her. Make sure you follow her on Twitter. It's Monica Crowley at Twitter. Follow her on Facebook, and it's MonicaMemo.com. Monica Crowley, how you doing?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Pretty good. Hey, you're a foreign policy expert. I'm watching this John McCain, and he said Trump has screwed up our foreign policy. But then I'm watching Henry Kissinger on Sunday, and he said he could be a very, very considerable president. Which is it?
Yeah, well, which one are you going to believe? I prefer to believe, the wise old sage of the Republican Party who helped to guide this nation through four policy crises for the last, 50 years. Henry Kissinger. Look, John McCain has obviously political access to Bryant, and he's never been a fan of Donald Trump. So, as much as I admire John McCain and conservatives, I always take what he says with a grain of salt. That being said, I think that Kissinger is correct because Kissinger understands that I believe most voters and most Americans understand, Mark, is that they want a president who, of course, is intelligent, but equally as important, has excellent instincts, whether it's for politics, domestic policy, or foreign policy. And one of the things that Ronald Reagan had, Richard Nixon had, and certainly Donald Trump has, is excellent instincts when it comes to the ways of the world and what America's place should be in that world, how America should exercise its superpower status in all of its channels, military, diplomatic, economic, political, cultural, how we should use those levers in order to not just advance our interests, but the interests of freedom and prosperity around the world. Trump gets that. He gets that on a guttural level. Does he talk like a quintessential diplomat? No, obviously not. He takes to Twitter maybe a little too often, but his instincts are correct. And the whole idea of putting America first in the world is something that he is unafraid to pursue. Whether it's getting right up in the faces of our NATO allies, saying, hey, you guys promised to donate or deliver 2% of your GDP to our collective security, let's have it. Or whether he's up in the faces of our enemies, or even some potential partners, like he did last week with Qatar, getting right up in their grill about their state sponsorship of terrorism and their alliance with Iran. He's not afraid to do that. And I think most voters see it, and most voters appreciate it.
Yes, he's made some great breakthroughs and formed some great alliances with big leaders in China, Saudi Arabia, Israel, and then a big guy in the bubble, in the swamp says to me the other day, we're being laughed at all over the world. Well, I'm looking at the people who don't like him, Angela Merkel and May in England. They don't look like they're laughing. They look like they're a little afraid of him, which might be good.
Yes, that is exactly what you want. Look, none of the elites anywhere are ever going to Donald Trump is that they both posed such an existential threat to the swamp, to the left, to the establishment on both sides, to the media, to the international community, that they had to be destroyed. Now, we know what happens with Nixon, and the point of my piece was, look, Trump can still save himself, and he can still have a very successful presidency if he doesn't do what Nixon did, which is give those enemies the sword with which to destroy him. I think he's learned that lesson. Maybe the learning curve is a little steep, but he's learning. But to your point, and I think this is such a critical point, He doesn't care what anybody thinks of him. He only cares about delivering for the American people, for delivering for those coal miners, and delivering for out-of-work folks, and delivering for the next generation that they have the opportunities that previous generations have had. That's all he cares about. He doesn't care that Angela Merkel and Macron and France were giggling behind his back, rolling their eyes. He doesn't care. He's standing up for the United States and putting this America First agenda first and foremost. That's what I think most Americans want, most voters want. And you know what, Mark, every time the media counts him, every time the elites work or sneer at him, it helps him. It whips back, just the way it whips back and helped Ronald Reagan and it helped Richard Nixon. They both won re-election. It helps him because it shows that he's fighting for the little guy and he doesn't care what the elites have to say about him.
Hey, Monica, probably something is missing, though, you know, from at least the kid, we always saw him, we always talked to him every night, and he needs to be saying, hey, you kidding, all these Democrats were calling for Comey to be out. They called for him to be fired, or, you know, but should he just do shows and interviews and say that, or is that not presidential?
You know, Trump said a couple of weeks ago, he said, look, he was talking about free business, Spicer, and et cetera, and people who are out there speaking on his behalf, and a president needs those surrogates, absolutely. But Trump was making the point, look, nobody pushes my message better than I do. I say it the way I want to say it. And it sort of reminded me of the last movie about Michael Jackson, This Is It, which came out after Michael Jackson died. It was his final sort of set of rehearsals for what would have been his final tour. And at one point, the musical director wasn't getting it right, and Michael Jackson kept stopping them very gently and saying, no, that's not the way it goes. And finally, the musical director said to Michael Jackson, well, Michael, how do you want it? And Michael said, I want it the way I wrote it. And he said it very sweetly and very gently, but I think that's what Trump is trying to say. Look, I want it the way I want it. I want it the way I wrote it. And nobody else is going to do it but me. So while he needs the surrogates, most of whom are incredibly effective for him, I think you're right. I think he needs to go out there and make his case more often. Now, sometimes he gets ahead of his skis, and it tends to get him in trouble, so I think a lot of these surrogates are trying to pull him back. But when it comes to communicating the basic messages, I'm not talking about the Russia investigation, getting into legalities, but the overall message about tax reform, job creation, strong national defense, rebuilding the military, those are messages that he can deliver in the most powerful way.
Did you say he gets ahead of his skis? I like that. That's good. I like that. Monica Crowley, he's doing, I think he's okay, but when you start having a special counsel and investigation, these are landmines, aren't they?
Yeah, and look, the whole point of having all this stuff go on, these multiple investigations, special prosecutor, this is all about distracting him. This is all about getting under his skin so he reacts and then causes another problem for himself. And it's about distracting him from the bigger picture, which is what the American people sent him to the White House to do, which is create jobs, deliver a booming economy, and rebuild the military and stand for America in the world. All of these things keep him from doing that, and that is exactly the point. So if I were advising Trump, I would say, listen, Mr. President, you've got to, I know it's hard, but you've got to do your best to tune out this background noise and focus on the agenda the American people elected you to carry out. If, you know what, Mark, if he does one thing, he will not only survive but thrive, and that is deliver a booming economy. That requires tax reform and tax cuts. It requires repealing and replacing Obamacare. Those are the two critical things. If he can get the Republicans in Congress, who are the resistance, by the way, forget Rosie O'Donnell and the Hollywood West and all that, the real resistance are still the Republicans in the Congress, which are a disgrace. Just ask Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton did not, he was impeached in the House, but not he survived in the Senate because he had a strong economy. If Nixon had had a strong economy instead of the oil shocks and so on, I'm not saying he would have survived Watergate, but it would have been mitigated somehow.
Yeah.
So if Trump is able to do that, I think he cruises to re-election and survives all of it.
But is there a case, I mean, is there ever a case where the prosecutor, the special prosecutor, the special counsel, at some point says, hey, we haven't found anything, let's close down the investigation?
I don't think so, because they have to justify their own reason for being, right? And their budgets and their staff and everything else. I mean, consider what happened to Scooter Libby. And Scooter's a friend of mine, and I've been studying his case for a while. So consider what happened to him. James Comey was the deputy attorney general at the time. Comey is the one who expanded that investigation. Why? Because he wanted to squeeze Scooter in order to get to Dick Cheney. It was completely political. This idea that James Comey is some sort of apolitical straight shooter has always been nonsense. He's the one in the Scooter Libby case with the Valerie Plame investigation who had the special prosecutor appointed, and then they got Scooter Libby on some sort of bogus perjury charge. That's a process crime, right?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
But it was Fitzpatrick.
Fitzgerald. And he was close to Comey. And now you've got Robert Mueller as the special investigator, and he's close to Comey.
Yeah, and that Fitzgerald, I was shocked. Even some of the top Democratic prosecutors said to me, whispered to me, he's not a good guy. Don't trust that Fitzgerald.
That's right. And these guys like Comey and Loretta Lynch and Fitzgerald and Mueller, they spend a long time, and they're brilliant at it, they spend a long time creating this narrative that they're sort of apolitical Boy Scouts there just to enforce the law. That's bull! That's total nonsense.
Stop, you're depressing us.
Well, I know, and this is why, look, Trump knows what he's up against here. The man is incredibly strong, internally, so strong that he was able to defeat the Obama machine and the Clinton machine and 16 professional Republicans, some of whom had over $100 million. He can do it. I just hope he's strong enough to withstand what's coming at him as president, because that's a different ballgame.
All right, he's strong. Hey, everybody read Monica Crowley. If you missed that New York Post column, go get that. And, of course, it's up on your Twitter, right? You can just go to your Twitter.
Yeah, it's up on my Twitter. It came out about a week and a half ago, and it's also up on my Facebook, which is Monica Crowley NY for New York.
Monica Crowley NY Facebook, Monica Crowley at Twitter. Make sure you follow her. Watch her on Fox News. And Monica Crowley, thanks for being with us.
Always a pleasure, Mark. Thank you.
All right, take care. Oh, and everybody check out our webpage. We've got some good stuff up there today. Hey, you want to watch two sleazy characters? Watch this. It's Hillary and James Comey singing a duet together. You'll love it. Climb up the side of a building, and somebody would pop out the window. It's always a famous celebrity. All these cameos. We have a video of all of them cut together. It's great. That's up on the webpage. Also, if you missed Bill O'Reilly, take a look at this. He made a TV appearance this week. We have it up on the webpage. You can see what he's up to and catch up with him. And, now watch this montage of James Comey. You'll see he clearly has some gastrointestinal problem, because these are all the times he said, I feel queasy, I'm uneasy, I'm nauseous, all cut together. It's pretty funny. It's all up on the webpage. Go to 710WOR.com. Then go over to the Mark Simone page, or you can just go to 710WOR.com/Mark. 710WOR.com/Mark.
Balance of Nature's Fruits and Veggies.
I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. I went from being able to work 14, 16 hours a day with no problem to where I could barely walk a block to the store. I went on to the phytonutrients about 6 months ago, and within a couple of months, my medical doctor had cut my prescriptions down in a little bit smaller dosage. The next time I went back a month later, I walked into the doctor's office and he said, my gosh, what's happened to you? You don't even look like the same person. He looked at my legs, and the swelling had gone down, my blood pressure was down. The venous stasis ulcers that I had had on my legs for the last 4 or 5 years because of the poor circulation were all healed, and I'm feeling far better.
The new challenge will allow you to receive 2 months of Balance of Nature's Fruits and Veggies free, and we'll even ship them to you free. Call now for details. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code WOR.
Well, getting a good night's sleep is so important. You can have the finest mattress and the most expensive sheets or the most expensive pillow, but that's not what's going to do it. The pillow is crucial. A nice, soft, luxurious down pill feels great, but it's not the best thing for you. A My Pillow can really make a difference. It has for 25 million Americans who are using the My Pillow, including me. It gives you perfect support. Now, it's got that special patented filling. It's going to feel a little different. It'll take you a couple nights to get used to it, but by the third or fourth night, you'll notice you're sleeping better. You don't wake up as much. The My Pillow, and when you order it, you can get just the way you like. If you like it real firm or not so firm, just you can customize it. Also, the 60-night money-back guarantee, a 10-year warranty. You go to mypillow.com, mypillow.com, and they're doing a special deal. You get a 4-pack, half price. Use the promo code WOR. Discount. You go to mypillow.com, mypillow.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male with diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Providers. Speak with Big Lou at 800-527-8057. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Providers help thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-527-8057. Who will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor? Call 800-527-8057. Big Lou will answer your call. Take you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou is like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-527-8057. 800-527-8057.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. How would you like a second source of income without having to work a second job? Maybe it sounds too good to be true. Well, my good friend, Trading Academy can show you how other people are doing this every single day. Now, they have a patented core strategy that can help you learn how to follow what the big banks on Wall Street are doing and how profits are being made when the market goes up and even when it goes down. And right now, they're offering a free Wall Street Insider kit so you can get started right away. You just need to text the word TRADE to 57682, 57682. You get 2 online classes, instructional videos, and a guide that will help you learn to build that second income. Now, it's all free. Text the word TRADE to 57682, 57682, and I'll even throw in 2 free tickets to an upcoming workshop so you can ask questions and learn more. The market is making all kinds of moves. Are you ready to move with it? Text the word TRADE to 57682. That's TRADE to 57682.
Message data rate may apply. Hi, I'm Brian from 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I was told you could make us feel better. That's why we're here.
Everything just seems so,
Everything is about to get better, ma'am. Do you have a diagnosis, Brian? I have really good news. You're about to feel great. I sure hope so. You're suffering from too much junkitis.
how did we get it?
It's a common affliction, ma'am. Is there a cure? Point at something you haven't used in the past 12 months. Wow, it's gone. Try it, honey. You'll feel light as a feather.
Something I haven't used?
Oh, you have to.
I feel like I'm flying.
It's a crazy kind of freedom.
I can breathe again.
That's the sound of optimism and energy and possibilities. We work until midnight, 7 days a week, so you never have to take off work to meet us. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
For more information about contests on WOR, go to WOR710.com/rules.
Glenn Berman and Todd Schmidt in the morning. I love you guys so. How we go at it. New York's most entertaining. Great balance, great dichotomy, and highest rated.
Congratulations to both of you.
Morning talk show. 6 till 10 on 710 WOR.
WOR and WAXU HD2 New York.
Hey, some breaking news. We got ratings. Megyn Kelly wiped out last night by 60 Minutes. They had, 60 Minutes was an old rerun. She had a brand new show, but they wiped her out with double the audience. 60 Minutes had 8 million viewers. Megyn Kelly, 4 million viewers. Tony Awards didn't do too well, basically third place. It's really the Tony Awards, big city, New York kind of a thing. Around the country, not that much interest in it. We're out of time. Rush is next. Sean Hannity, 3 to 6. Mets tonight, they take on Chicago. And all of that is coming up next. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 to noon. Thanks for listening. It's 710 WOR.
My winning George Schmidt in the morning. And the New York Mets. 710 WOR, the voice of New York.
An iHeart radio station.
Well, we've got 86 degrees at 12 noon. Good afternoon. I'm Jeff McKinney. The MTA releasing the Long Island Railroad schedule today, scheduled to accommodate the repairs that will be underway this summer at Penn Station. The MTA says it will add 200 buses, nearly 3,000 parking spots and park and rides, and ferry routes will also be added. No fare cuts will be involved, says the MTA. The planned repairs come after months of repeated delays and track problems at Penn Station, by far the busiest rail terminal in the United States. And this man says when there's a problem, it's compounded by poor communication on the part of the MTA.
What they should have done is like posted somewhere on the app or somewhere, anywhere in the train station so people could actually, be aware of what's going on.
And a group of riders has now filed a class action lawsuit against the Long Island Railroad, citing ongoing delays and cancellations. So a long summer for Long Island Railroad riders, and a hot spell period for all of us here in and around New York.
Megan is a private investigator wearing her shorts and tank top, prepared to work in and out of her car in the sweltering heat.
Crack the windows, turn the air conditioning on. I have ice packs and cooling vents, maybe lots of water.
And then there's Jake pumping gas. How much you gonna sweat today? Oh, maybe a half a gallon. Still need the sunscreen today. Scott Pringle for 710 WOR.
The Justice Department saying today that Attorney General Jeff Sessions has requested testimony scheduled for tomorrow before the Senate Intelligence Committee be heard in an open forum. There has been speculation that testimony would take place behind closed doors. The Attorney General of Maryland and the District of Columbia filing a lawsuit against President Trump today. The lawsuit will claim Trump has violated the Constitution by accepting payments from foreign governments through his businesses. The attorneys claim the president violated the Constitution in all human laws. This Tom Hart, the Cardinal in Washington, D.C.
Another Trump telling Fox News that while she didn't expect to transition to Washington and the White House in D.C., she was, quote, blindsided by some of the ferocity. It is hard.
And there's a level of viciousness that I was not expecting.
After the reports of infighting in the West Wing, her advisor says she and her husband Jared are focused on their work. She tries to keep her head down and, quote, not listen to the noise. Aaron Travers, ABC News, the White House.
Members of a Penn State fraternity in court today facing charges in the death of New Jersey pledge Timothy Piazza. He died after a night of heavy drinking and a fall down some steps at the frat house. The judge will decide if there's enough evidence to go to trial. ABC's Eva Pilgrim says Penn State has already made some changes.
Penn State has added new restrictions to all Greek organizations. Reforms his family says they are determined to make sure do, in fact, take place.
Members of a Long Island country club got quite the surprise today when a small plane made an emergency landing there. The pilot radioed the control tower at MacArthur Airport shortly after 6 o'clock to report engine problems. Minutes later, he made an emergency landing at the Belport Country Club golf course. The four-seater Cessna clipped a tree, but nobody got hurt. Bill Cosby will not testify at his indecent assault trial. Correspondent Bill Zimper has more.
The defense has rested in the Bill Cosby trial. Cosby's defense team put just one witness on the stand, a county detective, then rested their case this morning. There had been speculation that Cosby could testify in his own defense. The comedian is charged with 3 counts of indecent assault stemming from a 2004 incident. Cosby was accompanied to court today by his wife, Camille. It's her first appearance at the proceedings. Jury deliberations could begin later today.
And the forecast coming up.
Tax deadline just passed, but you didn't file.
You gotta get all that money.
Or maybe you filed and now you owe money. Hey, don't call the IRS on your own. Call the pros at Rush Tax Resolution. The IRS can kill you with outrageous penalties and interest. They're the only ones I recommend. I love hearing about all the listeners who have taken my advice and now their IRS problems are solved. One listener owed $1.1 million and Rush settled for less than $5,900. $5,900. Another owed $90,000 and rush settle for $100. If you own a business and are behind on payroll taxes, the IRS has the power to shut you down. But Rush Tax can protect you and your business today. They have an incredible zero complaint history and are A-rated with the BBB. Call 855-IRS-CALL and Rush Tax will send you a free report. Secrets the IRS doesn't want you to know. 855-477-2255. 855-IRS-CALL or RushTaxResolution.com.
Here's a WOR Weather Channel forecast. Record highs expected here this afternoon as we are going to look at sunshine in the forecast. 95. A clear sky tonight, low 75. Partly cloudy hot tomorrow afternoon. Thunderstorms to the high 94. Across the sunshine. Wind stay cooler. Highs near 8. Richard Weather at the Weather Channel on 710 WOR.
This report brought to you by LifeLock.
On the dark web, monitoring your credit can't show you, but LifeLock sees the wide range of credit. Go to LifeLock.com and use promo code RISK to save 10%. The markets are down right now. The Dow is 2 points, NASDAQ is down 48, and S&P 500 is off nearly 8 points. This portion of the news brought to you by LifeLock. It's your personal info for sale on the dark web. Monitoring your credit can't show you, but LifeLock sees a wide range of credit secure identity. If something happens, your S&P specialist can work to fix it. Go to LifeLock.com, use promo code RISK. Save 10%. Next news comes at 12:30. Breaking news at 1 on 710 WOR. Wake up to Glenn Burke and Todd Schmidt in the morning, 6 till 10 tomorrow morning. I'm Jeff McKinney. 710 WOR, an NBC News radio station. We're at 86 degrees at 12:06. Pretty shot, ain't it? Today till 3 till 6.